It could be a bittersweet season for Dunfermline, rock bottom in the SPL, and Stephen Kenny's men are staring relegation in the face. A first Scottish Cup final win in almost 40 years could really soften the blow for their fans.
It's come through to Hamilton! It's wonderful! Dunfermline finally have their goal! Oh, it's in! Unbelievable!
So, second time around for Hibs and Dunfermline, and it's fair to say this was a pretty even match.
It was an even match. I think Hibs had probably the better possession, and I've said it many times, they've lost a few players, people like Chris Cullen in particular to injury, but Hibs on their day are a match for anybody. They play exciting passing football, not just under John Collins but under Tony Mowbray, and we can see the difference. Look at the crowd in the background there. You know, that's what a semi-final should feel like. McConaughey hits the post, and there's a lad O'Brien. You know, what I have to say though about Dunfermline under Steve Kenny, they've improved. Yeah, they're still in danger of going down, but they've improved a lot at the back. They're making chances, and they actually had the better opportunities in the semi-final first time round. Maguire again with a decent effort. Hibs have had problems this season through their goalkeeping. They've chopped and they've changed goalkeepers. Jean McNeil will be in tonight, but I think this is the fella, Scott Brown. If he can get to these positions, then surely we're going to get opportunities. But great experience from Greg Shields blocking that. But again, you know, you had the feeling that people were saying it wasn't a good game of football, but look at the chances we're seeing. And again, Dunfermline going forward, you know, they're making chance after chance, but Gary Mason's got to hit the target there. When you get opportunities like this in big games, have you got the bottle, have you got the courage to go and take it on? Benjamin Bamba, we know has been reliable. This is where they have improved for me, Dunfermline at the back. You can say dragged wide, badly dragged wide.
Well, Charlie, those Pars fans, he's right. I mean, they have seen Dunfermline knock out Hearts and Rangers, and now it's Hibs again, well, and maybe Celtic in the final.
We've did both teams in this competition this year, and we've seen Dunfermline beat Rangers. We know Rangers were under scrutiny at that time, but they scored 3 goals, and we haven't seen Dunfermline score very many goals at all this season. So he'll feel with the energy of the young strikers, O'Brien, and I'm interested in the lad Hamill, who they've got on loan from Liverpool, to see him. So I think they've got nothing to lose. I think they'll have a go. And I don't think Hibs are really over the serious problems that the debate is going away, big style yet, for John Collins and his team. And if they can go and score that first goal.
Mark Derry into the UEFA Cup as well. And if he can guide Dunfermline through this one, he'll do the same with the pass. There's Hamill. This time he did go for the shot, which McNeil has spilled behind.
I think it was unsighted, Andrew McNeil, when the ball was struck here. I think it's Gary Mason who goes across his line of sight. Hamill invited to take the shot on with his right foot. And it's Gary Mason who runs across Andrew McNeil's line of sight there. Rob Jones perhaps blocking his vision as well.
Young for company, having to do a little bit of defending now, Dunfermline. Brown, still bulldozing his way through. Brown, oh, it's brilliant, but it's cleared off the line by Greg Shields.
Well, the assistant is looking right across. Got to say, the assistant's view of this, I think, is good. Wonderful feet from Scott Brown, little dink finish, and I think we see there that Greg Shields does enough just on the line.
Sproul, Dunfermline have a man down as well. That won't deter the men in green. Strong challenge from Bamba, never really a hint of a penalty, although optimistically Benji looked over to see if one was given.
I think it's well timed, the challenge. It certainly had to be at full stretch, takes plenty of the ball.
Again, it's Murphy. Jones goes near post this time. Back into the mix by Hogg. Brown. Another fine save by De Vries. And it's thundered away by McConaughey.
Don't think he knew too much about it, but he did manage to get the gloves on it at such short notice. And again, he needed a little bit of cover. Well,
usual suspects all in there. Jones managed to get in between. Hamill. This is terrific work by Adam Hamill. A rash challenge that time, and a penalty for Dunfermline.
Given against Chris Hogg. A lovely little nutmeg to get him in there in the first place. And Craig Thompson didn't hang about when the decision had to be made. Yeah, it's a penalty. Lovely little nutmeg to get in behind Fletcher. Hogg always struggling to make a clean challenge. And a young man who's shown us so many tricks tonight takes nothing of the ball there, Hogg. Oh, what a chance.
It's McIntyre. Oh, it's cool as a cucumber, and it should be enough to send Dunfermline into the final.
Well, he's given us a masterclass in centre-forward play tonight, Jim McIntyre, but I certainly didn't expect that under that type of pressure. Just to feather it in, with so much at stake, cup final place, UEFA Cup spot. Wow, that is calmness personified by one of the most accomplished, if not the most accomplished footballer on the pitch tonight.
The man who scored when Hibs lost at the semi-final stage to Dundee United in 2005 has done it again in 2007, and it looks like it'll be 3 seasons in a row that Hibs fall at the semi-final hurdle. It's a Murphy corner for Hibs. It's a critical moment. Jones rises and he hits the lift on the way.
I think the whistle had gone, but De Vries didn't know that. What a good stop. Must have been given for climbing at the back post. Yeah, Jones penalised.
John Collins' dreams and Hibernian's dreams of a cup double hanging by the thinnest of fraying threads. Dunfermline's dreams of a Hampden return almost realised. Shields, how important does his goal line clearance look now from Scott Brown? Birchall, he's got beyond Chisholm, this could seal it. Birchall, fine save from McNeil.
I think he's every right to take the shot on. It's a tight angle. McIntyre at his best with a lovely little glance. Good first touch by Birchall. And once he's in behind here, he's every right to try and score, even though the angle is closing on him. Quite happily take the corner as the clock runs down here.
Has he run out of ideas? He's very nearly run out of time. This is Ross on the charge, offside.
And just got a yard early.
And a yellow card for Jim McIntyre. Just as well for him, it's not a costly one.
I was going to say that. Tell me he doesn't miss the final if Dunfermline do win this. Such a big player for them.
It is King Kenny of Dunfermline. He has guided them to the Scottish Cup final in his very first season in charge. More semi-final pain for Hibs, but absolute delight for the men of Fife. It took a penalty to separate the sides, and Jim McIntyre with the coolest of finishes to send Dunfermline delirious. They hung on when they needed to, and just when time looked to be running out and extra time was looming, Adam Hamill's spring and his excitement drew the challenge from Chris Hogg, which led to the penalty kick. Well, Hibs tried to take the game to Dunfermline right from the start, but it is yet again not to be their year. 105 years, make that 106 without the Scottish Cup. And we'll be back here next month for Celtic against Dunfermline, the Scottish Cup final of 2007. Final score here, Hibernian 0, Dunfermline 1.
So Dunfermline have done it. What a struggle it was. 2 attempts it took them, but they've done it and they have made the final. What an effort from Kenny and his players.